No, not muted. Microphone check. All right, there we go. Everyone hear me okay? Or is the microphone really quiet? Looks a little quiet on my end. I should have audio now, according to OBS. It's quiet, okay. I apologize, give me 1 second. I am in a different location. Things got moved around, and when I move things around, bad stuff happened. Microphone check. There's that a little bit. Well, that's probably way too hot now. There we go. How about right about there? That looks like normal volume, I think. Please let me know if that's too much. And also let me know how the acoustics are. I am, as you can see, this is a different view than what you guys are used to. I did turn it down a little bit. Let me know if it's still too loud. I can always do a little bit of adjusting. I have it set down to -6 decibels, so it should be okay. If it's still too loud, let me know. Anyways, welcome in everyone. How's it going? See who we have here going on. Old man, how's it going? Chris, how's it going? Mike C, White Raven, thanks for the error earlier. Can't wait to see new studio. Yeah, this is the view. I don't really know if I'd really call it the studio view. It's more like the dining room view. We also got Rolling Thunder. How's it going? Lidlock, but my new job is very time working. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. There's a bit of fuzz noise when the noise gate opens, but it's fine for now. Okay, so it's a little fuzzy sounding. Let me see if I can adjust that real quick. Yeah, I do have noise suppression on. I'll have to maybe add an additional thing to OBS to adjust for the audio and probably for some of the echo. It will get better. I'm planning on getting a microphone stand to put right in center in front of me to hold the microphone better, so things will sound a lot better. So, but yeah, glad to be back. I'm sure you guys are probably wondering what's been going on, where have I been, what's been happening. A lot of it all has to do with, probably, I don't think we're probably, I did it, I think I might have talked about it on one of my streams, that there was basically a big change in my body that I was potentially developing a pressure sore. Luckily, it never really turned into a full pressure sore, but it was something that where I had to kind of do bed rest for and to try to stay off of it, and that kept me from streaming. And then I ended up having to move everything out of the office space. I used to call it office slash studio, and moved out here to the middle of the dining room. Hence, you have the dining room view of the house. And this is going to be the permanent location. Eventually, I'd like to do some things to declutter the space behind me. As you can see, that's pretty much a extreme big mess that needs to be dealt with. It's literally got thrown on the table. Everything in front of me, the computer's all clean and set up, but then the table here to my right is just completely full of, yeah, basically everything that doesn't have a place to go that came off of another piece of furniture. So, yeah, so that's why there's been, I guess, that's not the reason why I switched rooms. I guess we'll kind of jump into that now. How many of you in chat currently or have had before any type of live-in caregiver? Does anybody in chat have a live-in caregiver or has done that before? If so, press 1 in chat. Thanks, White Raven. I'm glad to see it's not just me. That's crazy. Spaces like that. There's stuff everywhere. I know there's definitely at least 1 or 2 of you in chat that have had a live-in caregiver at one point in time, if you don't already still. But basically, long story short, basically got out of the office space, moved into the dining room, and then the office space is going to become my bedroom, and then the old bedroom is going to be available for a live-in caregiver. So that's why the switch and location of the computers and the backdrop and all of that. So there's still some adjusting things need to be done, but that's why there's been this major switcheroo here. But I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure there's at least 1 or 2 of you in chat that have had live-in before. Maybe not. I'll wait and see if chat catches up. I know sometimes I can be a little behind. Nobody? No comments? Has anybody thought about doing a live-in? How does live-in caregiving work? That's a great question. I don't even know how it's going to work. So basically, from what I know from some of my friends that already have it and from information I've looked up about learning on what I need to do, is basically it would be somebody basically live in here just like you would treat like a standard roommate that you'd rented a room with. And then basically there'd be basically a substantial, like probably like discount on rent. So let's say like, $400 to $1,000 a month in rent, and then they would be paid as a caregiver. Then they'd have like certain days off. So I do think it's going to be a learning curve, and you guys get to hear all about it. It's something I'm going to be talking about in all my videos and going over. Mike C says he has a hard time putting up with himself. Yeah, that happens, Mike. But yeah, I think it's going to be kind of something White Raven going to have to figure out. Like, I really don't know how that's going to work. I don't know what to expect. It's just going to be trial and error and kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work. Certain things are going to work well, and other things are not going to work well. And it's just going to be figuring out. I am going to make sure I do meet with a lawyer to make sure that I have a contract that's written up that covers them as an employee, me as an employer, and then also tenant rights, that they have their rights covered. and I have my rights covered as far as somebody like moving in. Like I just don't want somebody to move in and become a squatter basically. Uh, not to make everyone hungry, but I'd like everyone to opinion. Which do you think is better, lemon bars or brownies? If you've never had lemon bars before, well, that's kind of a hmm. I don't know. I think some lemon bars can be like spot on. So I'm probably gonna say brownies. And if we have to vote on that, I'm just saying that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, that's kind of my experience with the White Raven is none at all, and we're gonna kind of figure it out together. So I'm gonna start advertising and I'll start interviewing people. I do have a friend of mine who was in a similar situation, and he did this recently, and he was able to find somebody by basically looking for another like out of state. He basically joined a bunch of Facebook groups and found out of state caregivers basically, because a lot of minimum wage in other states is very low compared to Portland area. So he was able to find people to come work for him through that way. So I'm hoping that's the same that would work here as well. I'm hoping. So that's kind of the game plan. You'll be seeing a lot of videos and stuff about it. Me trying to figure that out. Yeah, but I was surprised. I thought it'd be at least one of you in chat that's had a live-in caregiver. That's a great question. Am I concerned about privacy? I would say probably no. I already feel like I already don't really have a whole lot of privacy now, and we've had issues previously many years ago with somebody uh, that we had. It wasn't any of my employees, but somebody that was like through an agency, but it was basically that person that stole from me. So I already had like cameras all in the house, so it's like yeah, it's just the privacy to me is yeah. I mean, I am a little bit concerned about it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I really am trying to figure out how am I gonna have a private space. Like right now, if you look at where this computer is set up, and if you can tell by the kind of the image here, I'm in the middle of the house. There's not going to be a place where I can go and have privacy with this, and I'm trying to possibly see if I can figure out a way to put a single computer monitor, maybe with a camera, like in the new to me room to make sure I can make that work. Um, but yeah, that's the kitchen. Yeah, totally normal. Definitely the kitchen. So you'll be seeing people getting snacks in the middle of the stream, you know. Eventually, though, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a pop-up green screen. They'll just pop up behind me. I think that's the way to do it, so it gives privacy for people in the house as well. And also, this room is connected to the other room behind me where there's people in there watching TV, and the ceilings are like 20 feet up, so it's really echoey and echoes anything. And they probably hear me talking, and they can, obviously you guys might hear the TV as well. I don't know if you guys do or don't. But like I said, I am going to try to readjust the microphone so it's more in front of me, and then my back will be blocking out, hopefully, additional audio that maybe my microphone is picking up. I don't, White Raven says you don't know if you could have someone. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy, but I kind of need it. I mean, the amount of care that I need, there's certain days and things that have happened over last couple months. There's some crazy storms and things, and caregivers couldn't come, and family members couldn't come, and I needed to have basically somebody. Um, Basically, I had to have like family member come in and do that, and they can't keep doing it. So I got to have a live-in to make it. Yeah, I gotta figure that stuff out. So. The new wheelchair. Yes, that was on the subject for today. So, good news is on Friday, which I think is what, 2 days? Yeah, 2 days. I'll be going downtown, hopefully, cross the fingers, everything goes well. And we'll be getting fitted for the chair. So, they've already did like the custom molding for the backrest and the cushion. So, it's a 3 hour long appointment where they're going to basically, I guess, because I guess the cushion's like foam and stuff, so they're gonna like cut it down and form it so it fits my body well, and then they will adjust the armrest, the headrest, all that stuff. So that will be on Friday. So I'm hoping by Friday, if everything goes well, I will have the new chair. No guarantees, but that's kind of the game plan. On Friday to hopefully have the new chair. So the process is going well. I am a little bit concerned that the wheelchair has been sitting at their warehouse, not being charged for an excess of 2 months. And I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I'm assuming, I mean, let's be real. The chance of them actually having that thing on the charger is pretty much slim to none. So, um, I'm hoping that the batteries are good. They are the newer Star Promobile batteries. So I don't know if anybody's had experience with those going bad yet, or how well. I'm assuming they're going to be very much like an MK battery, and they're going to recover eventually. That's my thought. I heard from a mutual friend today. He said the DME only has one tech now. Oh, I know you probably can't tell me this, but does it start with the letter B or the letter N? Or both? If they haven't been cycled, no, they haven't been cycled at all, so they should be fine. But yeah, I was concerned about that. Like, wait, this chair has been sitting in a warehouse for at least 2 months. Yeah, it'll be interesting too to check the condition of it too, because obviously they got to haul it back and forth to the point A to point B. So that should, I'll give it a good inspection, make sure it's all good. Okay, thank you. That's who I thought it was. Uh, Well, do they have any? Is the one person that's left? Do they have any relation to the person I'm seeing on Friday? Totally normal. You know who I'm talking about. You can answer on Discord, or I guess I can message you on Discord. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, that's good to hear. The battery should be good. Clear, totally normal. So unknown. Well, we'll see if my email gets answered that I just sent today. Then I'm gonna guess probably not, based on that comment. So yeah, so that's the wheelchair update. I will be posting photos and everything of it as soon as I get it on Friday. So it's gonna be a long appointment, like 3.5 hours. So I'll have plenty of time to probably be sitting there and be able to take photos. I mean, yeah, what else am I gonna do for 3.5 hours? Just gonna sit around in a Hoyer, be transferred multiple times. Might as well take some photos. I think most places would want to install battery, wait to install. Yeah, I agree. You think that would be the case, but unfortunately, I think the way that they ship the chairs from Permobiles with the batteries in it, and they're not going to take the time or the labor to take the batteries out and put batteries in. I agree with you. I think that would be common if they would do that. But yeah, I think that's why, Chris. I think they just don't want to have like the. Sorry, trying to. I gotta scoop my. It looks like I need to scoop my camera over a little bit more, don't I? I'm like definitely off center. I will work on that for the next stream as well. So like I said, this is kind of my. I honestly just turned. I turned the stream on, and I did not adjust anything, so I apologize for if anything is. Oops. If anything is out of place, that's why I'm gonna fix the live chat here. There we go. So yeah, so things are a little bit out of place here on my screen and whatnot, but yeah, it will get better. Maybe. I'm just kidding. No, I know it will. Let me move this down a little bit. There we go. Right? At least I'm back, right? Got a stream to watch. Let's see what we got here on chat. I have an 8 terabyte Seagate trying to trap around me today. Working on tracing. Yeah, I have 2 drives in my Plex server, or well, it's my on-raid server that are failing too. I don't know what it is. One of them's a brand new 12 terabyte, which thank goodness it's under warranty. But I just don't understand what's with hard drives going out recently. I've looked on the battery backup and everything, and things just keep going out, and I don't know why. That also assumes that they're planning ahead. We all know how that goes. That's true. I mean, when's the last time you actually had your DME plan ahead and like do the right thing? I mean, I'd be maybe in a different state, but around here, that's not been. Yeah. Maybe a slight change into weather. Honestly, we did have a kind of a crazy month with weather. We had hail. We had like basically like, 40, 50s at night, 70s in the daytime, and then like kind of like 50s in rain and hail, and I don't know, maybe it's just the humidity or something. That's the thing I can think of. Because I'm assuming your hard drive's running 24/7, the one you're replacing. I know that's what's happened to mine. It's because they're running 24/7. But I definitely can believe the weather. Live chat's being slow. There it goes. Good point. My chair waited in the house for, or waited in the warehouse for 6 months. Wow, 6 months? That's quite a while. Chris, what's the furthest you've taken your chair miles wide, like on one battery charge? Because that might dictate that too, a little bit, possibly. Give me 1 second. Respond to a message. I'm actually really impressed that the microphone's not picking up the TV the other room. That's really good for me to know. I thought it totally would. It's got the internal power saving spin down thing, but yeah, power it on all the time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never spin down my drives. I guess maybe that's something you're supposed to do for saving power. Maybe I should look into turning that on. Whoops. But in all fairness, though, when the server is running, it's only pulling 19 watts when it's on idle. So I don't think that's terrible for a 12-bay server. I know that your server probably pulls more than whatever you might be using for your server. I was able to somewhat play the role of mechanic today when I was working on my car by myself, just changing the windshield washer fluid, but I was still happy I was able to work. Dude, that's super awesome. Just be able to pour it into yourself, that's super awesome. I had to think of a way that I was going to get the hood up. Oh, how did you get the hood up then? I think that would be kind of hard. Unless you use like maybe like a broom in like your seat elevator. That's maybe the way I would try to do it. Back when my hands would work, I think that'd be interesting. So far we've got a day, so far as a mile. Okay. Well, with your chair, Chris, you should be able to get, I don't, are they the MK batteries or are they the newer, or do you have like the special charger and all that? I don't remember if you use a regular MK batteries or if you have like the special Pro Mill charger. Because you should be able to get like, if they're new batteries on the new chairs, you should be able to get like 12 to 14 miles versus the old one. I think it's like 12 or 11 tops. Some say yes, some say no. Honestly, spinning all the time is probably best. Yeah, I figured it would be harder on the drive since I'm, spinning down, spinning up, spinning down. Especially since I'm running like multiple Docker containers, Home Assistant. Like the drives are pretty much in constant use anyways. So that's good. I won't worry about spin down then. Oh, you have the Volt Pro. Okay, yeah. So you have the Volt Pro batteries then. So yeah, so those batteries should be good. I think totally normal. Did you get like 14 miles on yours? I think that's what you can get up to with the Volt Pro, somewhere around there. So one of the things I want to do, if you can see, I have this wall right here to the right of me above this table. And I want to get in, do some LEDs and some different things over here on this wall just to add some sort of, color splash, something to the video, because there's not a whole lot of things going on right there. It'd be kind of nice to give a little different view, I guess, a little bit. So I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I do have a 4-inch by like 4-foot thing that I can put on the wall here. And I also have some other aluminum LED strips that I got that I can put on the wall. So I'll be doing hopefully some decoration over there to make it a little bit better. The app says 11 miles from charge. Yeah, I would say the app is, even though the app, I would say, yeah, the app is going to be kind of all over the place as far as being accurate. So yeah, but you could, on a brand new batteries, you should be able to do that though. Right there, actually have 4 functions. Oh, you have full functions in both my hands, so it's a combination of switching hands and using my C. Oh, nice. Dude, that works out really well. Thank goodness for seat elevators, man. Seat elevators is the way to go. If you ever need to go any distance the first time after going 1 mile per day, it probably won't get the full range. The full cycle of 2 to get max range. Okay, that makes sense. 14.5. Okay. I think as long as I can get away with 14.5 miles in a day, I'll be happy. Considering my chair dies at like 11, so if I can like get myself a guaranteed 12, I would feel safe with that. I know it depends on hills, stuff like that, but last time my F3 died at 11 miles, going uphill, and it died. I'd have a friend push me up the hill. It's almost like they have memory even though they don't. Interesting. That's a pretty good sized air quote though. Normally, as in AKA, they probably secretly have memory. Let's see. What else did I have here on my agenda? You guys already asked about the wheelchair. We talked about the live-in situation and what that's gonna. Like I said, it's all gonna be new to me. We're gonna figure it out together. I'm gonna start advertising, and we're gonna see what kind of people I get, and we'll just kind of figure things out. It's backwards from the way the cats work. Oh, okay. That's good to know. It's a little bit different than that. Sorry, I'm reading chat on my screen before it even shows up on live stream. I'll wait till it shows up on live stream because I know that there's at least a good 10-second delay before your guys' question actually shows up on the live stream that it does on the other end. I don't know why it's so delayed today. One thing about Permobiles and the art editors is I wish they were able to use the battery percentage like on a Quantum instead of bars. Yeah, I wonder if there's surprised there's not a programming option for percentage. Because they obviously have the different programming things for the mileage, but yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that's probably true. You don't want to just jump right into that kind of range. But you should be able to get like 5 or 6, no problem, Chris. First outside the box. Quantum has current monitoring, RNet doesn't. That explains why they use the bars. And the bars are not that accurate at all on Promobile, I found, in my opinion. While using this chair for since 2017, that sometimes it's not very accurate. Oh, speaking of wheelchair things, I know Totally Normal is working on the anti-flutter kit situation, and I am in desperate need of it. I will hopefully be able to test that for him because my chair has a very violent shake and bake coming from my left caster. I've had the DME out twice. Replaced it once with the Permobile kit and the other one with the standard anti-flutter. Well, one was the anti-flutter kit and one was the standard repair kit. And the anti-flutter one seemed to have worked, but the standard replacement kit did not. So I'm going to have to do anti-flutter in both. And yeah, I'll be coming by the warehouse hopefully on Thursday. Yes, that's the plan. ROP's phone's ringing. But yes, I will be there on Thursday. Game plan, I don't know that we'll see. The CG did not stay for the shift today, so I'm hoping that they will be here for tomorrow. So that's the game plan. And also going to deliver some chairs. Can swap them out then. Yeah, I only need to swap out one, not both. I think. Yeah, it's just my left side, shake and bake. Yeah, because my goal is hopefully by next week is to do my first hike of the season. I don't know if you guys remember I did a YouTube video about the first hike of 2022. And that's my goal is probably won't be in the new chair. I'll probably still be in the old one, but the goal is to get a good hike in next week. We're going to have beautiful weather here in Oregon for like the next 10 days. And I want to take advantage. I'll just give you two, that way we already have them on. That's true. We might as well just modify and call it a day. I do have a real rudder switch for both sides of the chair, increases speed, decreases speed. Yeah, I would say probably the plastic parts. That's exactly what it is. The plastic pieces on the chair do start rattling after a while. I think Totally Normal has a video about silencing the plastics on Permobiles, I believe. That involves basically putting like some Velcro in between the plastic seems to help. Or sometimes the plastic wears out that they put Permobil puts Velcro in between, so that might be an option. Um, I'm sure Total will find a video and I'll have him post it in the chat. But I'm 90% sure he did a video about that. Waiting for chat to catch up again on the screen. It sounds like it's coming from inside the wheel though, like a motor or something. Yeah, if it's a weird red, I don't. Maybe you could try to record it. Maybe next time you're out and about in your chair, get a little audio clip of it. But if it's something that's increasing with speed, it's probably like I said, probably the plastics, but it could be something else. Shouldn't have any other like rattling noises happening. Yeah, oh my gosh, don't even get me started on how noisy the Permobil motors can be quite noisy. Especially if, well, 600 miles, it should be broken in by then. But probably gonna guess the plastics. Has anybody else had any rattling issues on their new chair? I'm excited to get mine on Friday because I have a feeling it's gonna rattle and like, yeah, no time at all. Yeah, it's probably most likely the plastics. Okay, see, now that makes me feel better. We have a friend of ours who's got 6,100 miles on his 2017 M3. So I think I'm at like, oh my God, I don't even know. We're gonna have to look at miles now. Your chair makes all kinds of noise, so does mine. This F3 has been through all kinds of things. Oh, and it's due for a suspension upgrade. I do have that new suspension part. Let's see distance. Oh, this is really sad. Wow. All right. You guys want to hear a sad thing? So there's somebody there that we know, right? 6,100 miles, original motors, okay? Here I am at a total of 1,200 miles, okay? And I've already broke a motor completely. And then when you break a motor, it didn't really break. I think what happened is a piece of motor brush came off and then went through the rubber seal, and then all the grease from the gearbox went into the motor and completely destroyed it. So, anyways, and then now these new motors only have 78 miles on it. So here I am at 1,246 miles. I'm on my second set of motors. So, yeah, yeah, but that's just insane. 6,100 miles. Because also that friend of ours has never opened up his motor cases and cleaned out his brushes. So you know it's just caked full of like brush dust, I'm sure, but that's really impressive. Yeah, so there you go. There's something sad. 1,200 miles, and I've gone through. In 2017, only 1,200 miles. That's really sad. But it is what it is. I'm hoping that, like I said, the next one, I'll get the miles on it right away. And it won't be as sad as this one. And hopefully I won't break motors uh, under basically 1,200 miles. My steampunk Caesar had fitted certain motors on it. They were bad. No idea it was even moving. Yeah, that's true. I think there's a few of the soccer chairs that Totally Normal and I had pulled out of dumpsters that also have pretty high mileage. Like I think one of the chairs in the frames got like well over 3,000 miles on it. So some of the chairs that we've seen got crazy mileage on it. But I have to say, 6,100 and 5,300, those are definitely top numbers. I haven't seen anything that much high. Well, except for the guy up in Seattle, but he's got he does like 2,500 miles in like a month, I swear. All right, give me just a second. Sorry, since my phone was digging at me, let me know that I have an appointment on Friday. It's like, yes, thank you. Does everybody else have any high miles on their chair? We can't be the only two to have crazy miles. Wait, you're gonna do the math on the 2,500 miles in a month? One thing oh wait, sorry, I gotta wait. See, I keep cheating. I keep looking over there at the monitor, like, wait, what's it say? And I gotta wait for it to show up here in chat. One thing I find interesting about when I get groceries over to my house, and if I put milk on my shopping list, they always get the milk that expires like in 3 days. Like they don't even like look in they open up the door and just grab milk. They don't even care. Dude, that's terrible. I'm sorry. That really sucks. Especially when you're like every single time you get delivered, and if you put milk on the list, nothing else expired, just that or close to expiring. That's terrible. I think it's so convenient to use the online ordering and have groceries delivered, but then if they're like giving you, stuff that's going to expire in 3 days, like you're not going to drink a whole gallon of milk for 3. Well, you might, but I doubt it, unless you're like a milkaholic. You've gotten expired meat. Hold on. What's the expired meat? Was it expired meat from the deli, or was it like what kind of expired meat? Or is it like frozen chicken or like beef or something like that, or like raw chicken and beef? If it was from the deli, that'd even be better. I'm assuming you meant like from the actual like raw chicken or like beef or something like that. That's really terrible though. I'm sure we'll have horror stories of ordering things like that online for groceries and not knowing what you're going to get, like mystery meats almost. I ordered pork stir fried trout. Dude, that's terrible. I can't even say that out loud. That's how terrible that is. I'm sorry. That's not good at all. I mean, yeah, that person didn't do 2,500 a month every single day or every single month, but pretty close to it. So, but yeah, that's 6.5 miles an hour for 12 hours, 2,500 a month. Yeah, that checks out. Because there are some months that that person I'm talking about, totally normal, does that, and they do more than 6.5 miles an hour. It's 4 years old. What's 4 years old, Jeremy? You talking about the chair? We're talking. Hopefully, you're not talking about meat. That'd be terrible. I just ordered some milk today. Today's the 10th. It expires on the 14th. Wow. Okay. So it looks like it's kind of happening everywhere to get that 4-day window going on. That's really terrible, though. There's no reason why they should be giving you milk like that. Like milk should like come fresh. Like you ordered milk, that's what you should be receiving. Oh, okay. How many miles do you have on yours, Jeremy? 4 years? That's a good age. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what kind of adjustments and stuff I need to do to it on Friday after I pick it up. I'm hoping not too many. I hope that they do all of it. I'm going to be very picky. Like, I'm going to be pretty demanding that they fix it all before I'll even take the chair. But we'll see how well that goes. 4,000. That's decent mileage, man. That's huge. I mean, my chair is like this from 2017, so much older chair. It's yeah, much older, and I only have like 1,200. It destroyed a whole set of motors, or one motor. So that's really good. I'm assuming you're still on your stock motors. I somehow the only issue we ever had was grocery someone else's order mixed up with mine. Dude, that's not a bad problem to have. I mean, surplus of mustard and ranch. What else could you want? Did like somebody order like 5 things of ranch and like mustard or something, and you got their order? Like Like, what do you mean by surplus? Like, how much are we talking about? That's what I want to know. Because the way you made that sound, it sounded like you got delivered like multiple ranches and mustards. If it gets delivered like mine, the acceleration will be 85, the decel will be 3. Oh yeah, the decel is going to be really low, huh? Well, the good news is I have this chair, so I can hopefully have them adjust the decel on that because I have a feeling the technician will not be bringing a programmer, most likely not. I hope so, but if not, I will just have to I'll have to have you fix that on next week sometime, totally normal. Because you know me, I think I have my decel set up to I'm pretty sure I have it set to 100%. I'm pretty close to, because if I let go of my joystick, this thing stops like a dime. Oh, that's a great picture. Thanks for sharing that, totally normal. I'll put that on screen in just a second. Let me get caught up here in chat. Thank you. When you go into Walmart in person and bought milk there, they have a pretty wide range of expirations and try to find the longest. Yeah, I mean, that's what most people would do, but unfortunately, when they send people in to do the shopping stuff, we have no control who goes in there, and they may not have the sense to, I should dig around the milk and get the one that's the oldest, not the one that's going to expire soonest. Yeah, they just grab it and go. They don't care. They're just trying to fulfill that order, make that dollar. You know, they don't really care. White Raven. Right? Was it almost magic? I think there's a hand that slid in there, so I will I'll let her know that. I'll see if we can come down and visit you, White Raven, and we can do a live stream and we can make that happen. So just a cup of water just appears in front of you, okay? I don't know how, but we will somehow figure that out. Let me put up a little something that's really awesome from Totally Normal. Because, well, it's totally normal, so it's awesome. Give me a second here. I got too many windows open again. You guys remember what happened last time. The green screen is great because just an arm with a drink suddenly appears. That's true. I just don't know with this table being right here to the right of me. If I put up a green screen, I'd have to put it like directly right behind the wheelchair in order to make a green screen work. Anyway, so this was from Totally Normal, who was at Wally World. There you go. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That is like, I mean, yeah, I don't see a date here with that, but you know, that green on that cheese is totally normal, right? That's like additional flavoring. Oh, it's on the shell. Oh, it didn't show up in the image at all. But still, that's pretty bad. And it looks like, is it just me? Is there like a piece of tape on the top of the package, like it was previously opened? Just asking. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, I thought it said you on the shelf. The shelf. Got it. I don't know where I got shell from. Shell, shelf, same thing. Oh, the tape is factory. It's like factory tape. That's terrible. So Chris is talking about his extra. What you got? Extra containers of mustard. The ranch was threatening to burst. Was it under pressure? Why was the ranch ready to burst, Chris? That doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, we were talking about the green screen with the drink suddenly appears. It probably looks like it's floating in. All right, I'll definitely have to see some sort of portable green screen. I can't do the green screen I already have existing because the ceilings behind me are, honestly, it's like 20, yeah, it's at least like 15, 20 feet in the air. So there's no way the green screen I have would work. So I will add that to my list. That's pretty bad. You've had Walmart randomly put a box of Legos in your order? Well, was it anything good, like Star Wars? That's what I want to know. Like, if it was like good, like Star Wars, like Legos, then it would be totally worth it. This is like just completely random. Like, you have no choice. Like, here's your order. Good luck. Tugboat. That's priceless. Of course, it's a tugboat. What else would it be? Yeah, you can't go wrong with tugboat. It was a few months expired, probably questionable when it was new. Oh, okay. Right? White Raven and free tugboat. That's a win because isn't like the tugboat like one of the main things like 3D printer people do is like their test? Is there like a boat? Is it called like the boat or tugboat or something? Not that I don't have a 3D printer, but from what I heard, there's like this boat that you basically like start with as like to test out the printer, make sure everything works well. But what's it called? Benchy? I'll wait till you guys say what you guys are saying, what that's called. Ah, the Benchy. Okay. Well, right, Raven, throw one of those in the box when you ship me those 3D printed cases. I would love a Benchy if you have any extra laying around. Oh, usually you use for joystick knobs. That makes sense. I mean, you might as well. You're already printing joystick knobs. That would kind of be your test. I mean, that is your, your main business there. That makes sense. Whoa, wait. How much? $15 for a windshield washer fluid. Dang. Yeah, what they do? Like buy you like the luxury one? That seems kind of like windshield washer fluid. I feel like at Walmart should be like 99 cents for a bottle. Maybe I'm wrong, but that just seems. Maybe they consider it like a chemical. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of. Windshield washer fluid. Yeah, I mean they're like cheap brand. I see is like $2.66. Even unless they buy you Rain-X. I mean Rain-X is like. I mean some Presto stuff is like $16 a bottle. So I guess it kind of depends on which one they got. Your order is the first thing I'm gonna get done when my printers that are not set for TPU get fixed. Okay. Yeah, no problem and no hurries at all. And actually, that reminds me, while we're here on stream, I don't have my other camera set up, so I can't show you. Um, I can't show you guys the actual product itself, but I can show you what I ordered for those of you that are using ESP32 devices and are looking for a nice and easy breezy case. I found this case online. Uh, and yes, White Raven, I know I probably could have gotten it through you. I was just trying to you know, just trying to get it done. But I needed a case like ASAP, so don't take any offense to me showing a 3D print on there. It came in a blue jug and it's below to 30 degrees. Oh, okay. I'm blocking buttons and I'm not sure what's happening. You're blocking buttons on my screen or where? Where are you blocking buttons at? Fully normal. That's where I need to know. Like, what are you blocking? Like you accidentally added something in the chat that doesn't belong? All right, I'll go look. Oh, well, of course, the thing on Etsy I can't find. Oh, weird. Can you do that for individual chats? I'm just curious. Now it's taking me forever to find this. I apologize. All right, it won't let me sign in, but at least I can show you this product. Hold on, something just popped up. There we go. All right, it's not showing personal information. Where'd my desktop go? All right. Well, I could maybe, clicking buttons. Oh, you're not talking about my mouse click. You're talking about like actually in chat. Yeah, the screenshot you sent me. You can click on things and do heart, smiley, celebrate. That is really weird. Interesting. Most of my printers are set for TPU, and switching them over to print anything else is a whole thing. I gotcha. No clue. Do you still need? Yes, no, I do. Because the ones I sent you are very specific for an LED light project that I'm doing. So yes, those are completely separate. This is just a single super thin case for a single ESP32 board. Yeah. And I needed somebody's because I have a few like boards that are just chilling on my desk and are just like bare boards by themselves. And I didn't want anything to happen to them. So this is just a quick and easy, super tiny case. They're not very big at all. I mean, they're super small, but if anybody has ESP32 devices and looking for a quick and easy case, these are, really quick and easy. But yeah, so the ones that you are making for me, White Raven, are completely different. Those are for my WLED project, and the special ESP32 boards I have for that, they're much larger and much bigger. Custom circuit board stuff with that. So yes, I still need those, please. And I'm super excited when you get those. It's going to be the first project. Well, wheelchair will be first. So new wheelchair, going to work on that, and then after new wheelchair, they'll be working on the LED projects. Oh, thank you. Yep, you're right. Video froze. Hold on. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you. I realize my video is now frozen, and my camera is no longer responding to anything. So give me a second here. Let me see if I can turn it on and off. Here's off. Oh boy. Hold on. I am trying to figure out how to reset this camera. So it's interesting. So it's completely frozen on everyone's on everyone's end, right? Oh, okay. Give me a second. I'm getting some advice here from Totally Normal. There we go. We're on frozen. Sorry about that. That's when you know you need updates. Okay, I'm thinking about getting black wheels for my car and taking the chrome emblems and replacing them with black. Yeah, that'd look pretty cool. Are they stock wheels on there right now? And thank you, Chris, for telling me about the video. Appreciate that. And Totally Normal, thank you for the Thank you for telling me how to fix that. And I'll have to check the cable connection later. Should be able to finish the video. Waiting on a bed sheet for. Wait, why do you need a bed sheet for your flash forge? Are you planning on burning laser holes in bed sheets? Or are you using it to like dust cover or Rolling Thunder, do you have a picture of what that looks like? Or what the stock wheels look like? Just out of curiosity. That might be helpful to see. Or what year, make, and model. I guess I can look it up for you too. You're back from being a radio show? Well, no, I think it'd be a real good radio show. Speaking of radio shows, totally normal. We gotta next week. I have I have full all afternoons are completely open for me, with me having somebody. So we need to go somewhere and do an episode. It's a 3D printer, but built. Oh, why did I think that your forge thing was like a laser thing? For your flash forge, I don't know. To me, it just sounds like lasers. You know what I mean? Um, it's a build. Oh, it's a build plate. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so you have the 2019 Dodge Grand Caravan. I think I know what those wheels look like. You said they're silver, right? Pretty sure I know what that looks like. But let's pull it up here into interwebs. Caravan SXT. Okay, dude, you have me so confused. Oh, thank you. That's a lot faster, Will. Oh, it's an HEC file. I can't open HEC files. Every time I try to install that converter on Windows, it totally does not work out well. All right, dude. I think let me try this file. If that's an image. Yeah, I can't open up those files, Will, because they're from an iPhone. But don't worry, I have it right here where I can we can look at it together. You can tell me which one it is. Pulled a chunk of glass out of the bed, removing a. Oh, okay, I gotcha. The glow forges later. Okay. Might have to dig out the fly zappers. We get that time of year. That's true. Oh, well, let me see if I can. Um, well, let's see. What do the stock ones look like, Will? Are they? They look like that? Like this bigger image here? Or are they more like the Chrome looking version? Yeah, I know you sent them to me, but my computer, for whatever reason, will not let me open it. Because they're HEC files. Like I said, I don't have the converter to go from Apple files. Is that going to take me to an ad? Yeah. I mean, if these are them, that doesn't look bad. But I have a feeling yours are more the plain Jane ones. The first one. Okay. So I think the first one, if I remember, was that, or no, sorry. No. This one. Oh boy. That's an ad, sorry about that. But basically, if I can get it to go away, it's this one right here, Will. That makes sense. And you want to switch it out to black. Yeah, I mean, those wheels are pretty, standard, typical. I mean, are you going to, let me ask you this, when I changed out my wheels on my van, I ended up basically going to a much larger wheel and a smaller tire. like I went from like a 16-inch wheel to like a 19-inch wheel to help fill up the kind of gap inside the, I guess, the front and the back of the car. Are you wanting to do that to kind of make it look better? Or are you wanting to change the colors? I guess I'm just trying to see like what's up with the, I guess, why you want to do the color change. That's why I did mine. I had silver with like chrome wheels that are really ugly, and then I swapped to yeah, I swapped to these awesome wheels with chrome lips. It looked really cool. I will find some pictures of my van with some custom wheels on it. I do not have any photos of it with stock wheels on it because, you know, why would I do that? All right, so let me show you what I rolled with. This is my old car, so I don't mind showing this at all. And it's not here, but this is the old van. So the stock wheels were way, way, way smaller. These are 19-inch, and I forget what size tires these are, but these are the they don't make these. These are the BF Goodrich Flame tires. Do you guys remember those? I'm sure Totally Normal and a few other people in stream might recognize those tires. But yeah, I ended up getting rid of the chrome wheels and changing that up a little bit. Yeah, it just made it look, I don't know, it just changed the way it looked, just made it look a lot better. Yeah, it had the smoke headlights, the darkened tail lights. It had a Flowmaster exhaust system. I'm sure Totally Normal would have loved that. Some sounds. But yeah, no, it was a pretty sweet van. I actually had some additional pictures as well, but just so I don't end up doxing myself here. Because I had to put together a bunch of photos when I was, you know, putting the van for sale. All right. Here's more. All right, so here's the front end that shows up. The only thing that was different that you don't see in these photos is these fog lights. I replaced them with yellow ones, like actually factory yellow lensed housing. It was really sweet. So there's the MagnaFlow, you know, gotta have like a different exhaust on there. I mean, just look at those meats, man. Those things are just massive tires. Yeah, smoked headlights. And if you look at this picture really closely, you can notice the hood. You guys will see that it's actually a real carbon fiber hood. I actually went out of my way to go and find a carbon fiber hood. And these are actually full replacement headlights with black housing. But yeah, so there's a good up close at the wheels. It just really changed the way the vehicle looked, you know? So, yeah. So it's kind of the old van. I'm not unfortunately my current van does not look anywhere near or anywhere as cool as that van did. That van was like, yeah, that van was awesome. I was able to sell it for more than what it was worth. That's for sure. I'm trying to see if I have any pictures of it with the newer headlights, but I don't see anything with the newer front end on it. But yeah. So then I can show you guys the inside of it. It's pretty bad, but you guys can at least see the inside of it and laugh. So here's the interior. Now there used to be carpet in here, excuse me, and I removed all the carpet. So excuse the tape looking. That's just all that's all the carpet glue that got left on there, and I couldn't get it off there. So anyways, this is truck bed liner. So I literally basically went through and did the whole entire van with truck bed liner. And this is my seatbelt kept falling over. It's a steel cable seatbelt, so I just did a piece of iron on there. Yeah, this is the one I drove. You can see I have my hand controls with the zero effort. I had zero effort steering and a backup steering pump. So if the power ever went dead, I could still steer the car. So yeah, this is what I could drive. So, and obviously the easy lock got moved over to the passenger seat because I couldn't drive for a while. So I had to have other people drive my vehicle. That was fun. But yeah, you can see it's all bed liner. It made it super easy to like whatever got like nasty. I just like literally hose out. You can see the back wall. I never put new carpet back there. It just that's how the floor looked just like that. It was just adhesive everywhere. I literally had to take a grinder and grind this all down to bare metal before the that thing would even fit. But yeah, so this kind of gives you guys a good example. That's what the floor looked like, and I had to grind all that down so it was the bare metal in order for them to do the bed liner. And I had a big, huge 1200 watt amp underneath the seat, just barely fit. Perfect little spot for an amp in a wheelchair van. Oh, and I even did the ramp too. You guys can see the bed liner on the ramp. And let me tell you, like, this is Line-X truck bed lining. Like, that stuff on a ramp is amazing for traction. Oh, there's the mileage. I had 99,000 miles on it. Oh, gotta have the stereo, you know. There's the hand controls. More hand controls. Oh, I guess I had an easy lock on the driver's side too. I guess I had two. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a wheelchair and a door. Tires are gonna. Yeah, car manual. Ramp stuff. Ramp. There you go. And then I always kept a spare because I ran air tires in my chair. And I do hiking a lot, so I kept a spare full-size, like, I guess, permobil tire in the trunk. And then I had somebody build a custom subwoofer box, custom built to fit behind the spare tire. It's sealed with 212s. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. But yeah, it's totally normal. We'll tell you, like, that basically will just destroy car door. Anything when you drive a wheelchair and it has carpet there, it'll just destroy it. So, all right, let me get caught up on chat. That was a lot of pictures. Carbon fiber hood on a movement. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. If you look at Honda Odyssey with black wheels or Chrysler Pacifica, all right, Chrysler Pacifica black wheels. All right, coming right up. Let me look that up. In my opinion, it's just people love the van, but honestly, I've heard mixed reviews of VM. Yeah, I feel like VMI is. I mean, like all the brands are all going to have their good, bad, and indifferent. Like right now, my Braun van's got a $9 micro switch that's acting up, that's making the door not close. I did have totally normal try to adjust it, and now it's just all sorts of whack. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I think every van's going to have its own different things. You know what I mean? All right, let me look up Chrysler Pacifica here with black wheels. But yeah, I think all wheelchair vans are going to have their good and their bad. I have to say, one thing Braun does do is at least they use parts that are easily, readily available and cheap, which is kind of nice. All right, let me look at these black wheels. I didn't know those came with black wheels. All right. Yeah, it did. It worked like 3 times after that, and that was it. All right, so we're talking like the stock wheels. Hold on. That's not I gotta find a big enough picture. Okay, I'm gonna maybe give you 2 pictures to choose from because I don't know which model it is. All right. All right, I think I got you. All right, so here's the black wheels on the San Francisco. Yeah, I think those will look pretty good. Or there's even these ones, which are a little bit different. I think this is the EV, and this is the regular. So depending on what color your van is, I think, you know, It's all about what what you like and what you don't like. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I say if you want to do it, change it. I mean, just know that one thing that I didn't think about until after is that with those custom 19-inch wheels was really great, but any single time, when I need new tires, it was a lot more expensive to change tires or to put new tires on, um, which wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, the tires I got had the same warranty, probably than the other ones that I would normally run, but yeah. My Braun van just about fell apart, but it was an Uplander, so GM. Yeah, I mean, I've had the Chrysler Town and Country, and I've also didn't have my 2010 Toyota Sienna, so and they both have hold up pretty well. I didn't have any issues with them at all as far as the wheelchair system goes. Yeah, I agree with you, totally normal. Just something about having them all blacked out, especially if it's a dark colored car. Like if your car is already dark colored black, like yeah, I think you definitely need to have that. Trying to see if there's any other flows in my van, but nope, that's it. That's all Google has for me. But yeah, I say go for it, man. If you want to change it up, make your vehicle look different, like I'm all about that. I just know that for me, it's like cost of tires. At the end was like it was kind of crazy because then living in Seattle, it would snow where I lived up in Seattle to where I'd have to have snow tires. So I have like my winter, like those were like my summer tires, and then I had winter tires and wheels, which were just black steelies. That was the way to do it. Oh man, totally normal. Hold on a second, I got some pretty awesome stuff here for totally normal. Gotta, I gotta move it to a different screen here. All right. So it looks like Totally Normal has had his fair share of black vans. All right. So here we go. Your standard. Dude, please tell me that thing was like the all-wheel drive one, Astro. They're pretty sweet. All right, so there's that. Oh, there it is before paint. I mean, it's not bad looking. Oh, that looks good, man. It does look good. The only thing that's like is that grill. That grill's just smiling at you with the chrome, man. Wait, was that spray paint? Like, how did you paint that? Just curious. You did a good job masking it, but it still had the chrome wheels, man. But it still looks really good. Yeah, that grill is what really stood out. And it also, like I said, those even had the chrome wheels on it. And your Astro badge was still chrome, but but it still looks pretty cool though. I mean, compared to the way that thing looked, did it have a good lift in it? Like that'd be a pretty sweet van, dude. Just it by itself. I'm surprised it's not something I would have thought that would have something you would have kept, but I know you with your multiple vehicles, so. Oh, it's not an Astro, it's a GMC Safari. Oh, I apologize. Yeah, Chris, on your earlier comment about your Braun, I definitely think it's because it may have been a GM product, possibly. My car has a feature that all new Chrysler vehicles have, that when you open the door and close the trunk, the beeping is so loud you can almost hear it halfway down the block. I wonder why it's so loud. Well, that's crazy. That was Rust-Oleum satin from a can that I just sprayed with cheap Harbor Freight. Oh, they sell it in quarts. It turned out really good, dude. I wouldn't have guessed that that was done out of a rattle can. Like the way especially the finished product. Like it looks. I mean, maybe like up close it would look as good, but just from this angle, and the photos, it looks really good. Like on point. Gotta love Harbor Freight. They got all the good stuff. Well, it's not quite rattle can, but. Still, it's pretty impressive. I like it. Custom vehicles are the way to go. We can't keep anything stock. I have a 2010 Toyota Braun van, and it has a fold out. So that's what I'm rolling right now. I don't know if I have really a whole lot of photo. I have a photo of it when I got a flat tire at Totally Normal's house. Does that count? Yeah, I have photos of it when I had a flat tire. I have photos of it when I got sideswiped. Let me see if I have any of it. Oh, here we go. Perfect. There, I found a safe photo I can share that shows the vehicle. Doesn't show the ramp, but yeah, just 2010. It does not look that clean. This is like when I got it. This is like with 16,000 miles on it at this picture. It has like, I think like 87 now, somewhere around there, especially after last California trip. It's got a lot more, but yeah. So, and I got it from a place who, it was a trade-in for a veteran that had full benefits, and they literally had it for 4 years and only put 16,000 miles on it. So it was pretty much, to me, 16,000 miles with the age it was, I thought was a really good deal at the time when I purchased it. So yeah, a lot of miles on that thing. It's held up really good. I honestly haven't had anything go wrong with it whatsoever, except for the ramp issue, which is literally a $9 micro switch. So Chris has got a 2018 Sienna VMI fold out. Yeah, the VMIs are really good. I think any of the fold outs are really good. It can be really stable and reliable, hopefully. How many miles do you have on it now? I think any of the way the fold outs are really good too. I sometimes feel like the non-fold outs can kind of, like in floors, can have a lot more issues or chance of issues going on with it. Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm actually surprised that that 2000 Chrysler that I had that we were looking at photos earlier, I never had a single issue with it. I never had it like the ramp fail, like nothing like that. Always held up good. Oh, 20,000? Okay, that's really good. But yeah, I agree with you, totally normal. Some of the other brands, or even, I mean, Braun back then, I mean, it was definitely crappy, but they don't make them like they used to though either. I feel like that they're made a little bit more robust with extra backup systems and stuff like that. Yes, I remember like trying to diagnose that, and his on I think he, I don't know if he put it on YouTube, but I remember him doing videos about it. And I think he had the whole entire like take the whole entire floor off in order to get to the end floor, the micro switch. At least mine is like accessible. I just need to I need to get a hold of that contact that me and you know to find out the part number. I haven't done that yet. So remind me when I see you tomorrow. And I'll try to remind you of what you need to be reminded of. Because yeah, I need to get that part fixed. I mean, it's literally a $9 part. I could probably order it on Amazon and have it by tomorrow. I don't know the part number, and I don't want to have to take the micro switch out to get the part number. So I just need to call somebody that I know that can give me the part number. I just have to make a phone call. I'm sure it's available on the interweb somewhere. Have Siri. That's just true. All right, have Siri remind me, and then yeah, we'll go from there. My Braun was a 2000 fold out. Sold it for 600 after it died. Wow, 600, that's 150,000 miles. That's good. Yeah, I was able to sell that 2000 when I sold it because I only had like 65,000. No, I had 100,000 miles on it. I sold that 2000. I don't remember what year I sold it, so don't quote me on what year this was, but I sold it for 15,000 to somebody in California. It was still running and driving, which she definitely probably paid more than what it was, worth, but at the same time, it worked out well for me. at the end there. But yeah, 600 after, I mean, if the thing died completely, it wasn't running. That makes sense. My car is a 2000 caregiver. Oh, the AMS system, 61,000. We got 21,000 miles. Now that's really good, Will. I've seen a lot of the AMS conversions. Those are, is that rear entry, Will? Or is it side entry? I can't remember. I know like I said, all the vans are always different. AMS van. It's a Caravan 2019, huh? Instead of drive-by-wire. In 2019, was it? Well, here we go. Here's one for sale. Probably exactly what you're rolling with. Yeah, the van conversion. This guy. This has got 28,000 miles on it. They're not going to show a price on here because it's the interwebs. But this is the same van, 2019 SXT. Yeah, a little broad ramp. I have to say these ramps are a little bit better for traction when it's wet compared to mine, but I still feel like traction is always such a pain. And I was actually taking something that came up that I never thought of. So I was working on some of the soccer chairs with totally normal, and we had taken the batteries out of one of them, and we had one that was stripped down, didn't have any body panels on it. It was basically kind of like a frame and a seat. It was a M300, but it had no batteries in it. And what I didn't realize is when I put it in the car and I locked the motor, so the motors are locked, it's not neutral. And we go around the corner, and this wheelchair literally gets on one side of my van over to the other, like slides almost across the floor. And it's something I never thought of, but because the 250-pound batteries are not there, without those 250-pound batteries inside the M300, the center tires, which are the main drive wheels, don't touch the ground or are not like digged into the ground. So because of that, it was sliding around inside the vehicle. And that kind of makes sense. We were talking about it. He's like, yeah, that's, probably why, the main reason, well, 100% the reason why Promobile doesn't have any lithium ion batteries probably yet in their chairs is they're going to have to redo their whole entire, like the way the chairs are made, because lithium ion batteries are going to be, I don't know, maybe not half the weight, but it's going to be a lot lighter. So you can imagine if you had lighter weight batteries on the standard M300, that chair is just going to like slide around inside the car and be super dangerous. So I found out the hard way that if you try to transport a chair without batteries in it, expect it's going to move, and make sure you tie it down. I definitely don't want to, luckily it probably weighs less than 330 pounds without the batteries, but still, you don't want a 250-pound object slide around behind your van. It's, yeah, not a good time. Side and its power, but works off a separate remote. So either use a factory key fob to open the door, then you have a separate. Yeah, that's the thing I don't like. I don't like that you gotta have two keys for that, or two remotes. Mine's all done with one. But I do like that they are separate systems because I feel like it's much easier for when it's all integrated together. I feel like there's more things that could go wrong, but it is also more of a pain in the butt having two separate remotes. So. You can take off the drive wheels and M300 and push it around to forecasters. Yeah, you totally could. Yeah, like it doesn't. It just rolls around just fine without those big wheels. That's true. You don't have a kneeling system, so you probably got a good running start every time you want to make it up there, especially if it's raining, huh? That would be kind of problematic. I wonder if you could take that, though, Will, and take it somewhere and have them. What's the word I'm looking for? Totally having a brain fart. Run airbags. If you do airbag the back of that, I wonder if that'd be possible. That could work out pretty well. Looks like I'm falling asleep on stream. Yeah, I think if you could like find somebody to convert and run like two airbags in the back of that thing, that'd be kind of fun. You could lower that thing really down to the ground. Every time you park some airbags, put the rear end on the ground, that'd be pretty cool. And it would help with the ramp angle for sure, because you could do both, like you could lower the whole rear of the van. They could just stick a steel plate under the lithium. That's true. And honestly, they could probably, maybe they would, if they just encase the batteries in like a steel plate or a steel box, that could add weight that way. I'm sure they're trying to engineer, because I know that most of lithium ion battery packs are going to have some sort of fire safety box around them to keep them, if they do malfunction or something bad happens, it's not going to, like, I don't know, it's going to burn in the box. I mean, it's still going to burn, but at least it should allow time for you to get out of the chair before you're getting burned. But you're right, they could just add a steel plate. That's totally possible. Yeah, I like the idea of just adding a steel plate there. That makes total sense. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to start winding it down here. It's getting a little bit later, and as it looks like I am literally almost falling asleep on stream. I'm not falling asleep, but I feel like my body is crashing on me a little bit. I haven't done a live stream in a while. I will be giving updates on, probably not on Twitter at all about the new wheelchair, but there'll be some on Instagram for any of you to follow me on there. Or there is also the rycandoit Facebook page that's public as well. So keep an eye out for updates of the new chair. I'll post some photos of the new chair on there. And yeah, it's gonna be a good week. I'm super excited to kind of get back to some normal things and having almost pretty much full coverage caregiving starting next week. So I am super excited about that. It's gonna allow me to get out, do things like so get the initial hike in for the year, all that kind of fun stuff. So look forward to additional videos coming. It's not a live stream, actually real YouTube videos, believe it or not. Yeah, let's see what else we got here in chat here. Yes, thank you, appreciate Totally Normal. White Raven, you too as well. AMS is owned and bought by VMI. Huh, that's interesting. That's an interesting fact, Will. I didn't know that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that these companies buying each other is going to be different things like that. So all right, well, listen, I appreciate everyone being here. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. And yeah, and remember, if I can do it, so can you. And I'll see you guys again. Hopefully you guys will see me again before next week. I don't want to, I mean, obviously you'll see me at next week's live stream, but I'm hoping there'll be another video. So anyways, have a good night, everyone. And I will see you guys, worst case scenario, I will see you next week. All right, see you guys.